Hey, this is Minister Yo. Welcome to Ask Minister Yo podcast. I appreciate you joining me on today. Today is week 2 of a series where we're talking about the 6 type of personality traits to avoid while dating men. Yes, there's 6 types. Today we're on week number 2. Today we're going to talk about the cheater. We're going to talk about the cheater today. Last week, we talked about the commitment phobic. And just a small recap, we said that the commitment phobic man or woman, but man today, is the person that is uncomfortable giving titles, uncomfortable saying, hey, we're a couple and I'm in a relationship with you. And they're prone to get ghost for days at a time. And so if you choose to stay with this person in relationship, I recommend you go to couples counseling. So week 2 today, we're going to talk about the second type of personality trait to avoid, and that's the cheater. We're all familiar with him or her because girls fall in this category as well. So we all know the cheater is the guy that's afraid he's missing out. So he'll be with this girl, and he's the guy that's talking to you, but then he's looking at somebody else walk by. Mm-hmm. That's a sign. That's a sign. He talking to you and he like, uh-huh. That's a sign. That's a sign. He believes he has to have every woman. He believes that one woman is boring. One woman, I can't settle down with one woman. If I'm with Sarah, then if I see Rebecca at the mall, I'm like, hey, what's your phone number? Are you in a relationship? No, you forgot all about you was in a relationship because you talking to this lady right here. And you forgot all about you got a girlfriend. Now you asking for her number. Mr. Cheater. He'll allow you to label the relationship. He will allow you to say, I'm Michael's girl. Hey, Michael, tell everybody we're together. He'll say, yeah, I'm with Sarah and Rebecca and Michelle and Susan. Because he doesn't care about you labeling a relationship. That's not going to stop him from doing what he wants to do. He is deceptive, secretive. And if he's caught, he's going to lie. He will lie to get out of it. Unfortunately for him, he's not a good liar. The cheater normally gets caught and the relationship ends. Or if he's with a woman who has low self-esteem and don't know her worth, she will stay with him because she'll say, well, he cheating, but he paying all my bills. He take Shanae to daycare. He paid the daycare bill. He paying my car note. It's some good in him. Nope, money is not worth your self-esteem. Money is not worth your self-esteem. He lacks empathy, and he is somewhat narcissist in that he feels justified by doing you wrong. He feels like I have to, and you should be okay with it. Like, you crazy. He's very impulsive. He'll be, he'll have plans with you. Let's say he'll have plans to go out to dinner with you. And at the last minute, he'll text you and say, we're going to have to reschedule our dinner. And so you and your girlfriend go for a walk. You see him in a restaurant with another woman. So the reason he couldn't go out with you It's because he forgot he had already made a date with somebody else. So you see him with another woman at a restaurant and you're thinking, what the? Yep, he's a cheater. Hmm. That's the guy that you got. He loves attention from women and he gives inappropriate compliments to other women in your presence. I already told you about the watching other women booty in your presence. He all like this. Come on, come on, come on. Now, when women look at other men and he's attractive, we'll be talking to you, but we'll be like, and come, okay, all right. We don't be all like this. We're not that obvious. We're not that obvious. Loves attention from women and gives inappropriate compliments to other women in your presence. Why? Because he doesn't respect you. Because it's not about you. Because you're just there to meet a need at the moment. Because he fully intends when he leaves you to go be with another woman. So, and if you upset and say, "Well, I'm just not giving you any," he's gonna be like, "Oh, okay," because I'm getting more than from you anyway, so it doesn't matter. He'll tell the waitress, "Man, you sure is fine. I ain't never seen a waitress with a thick butt like you got." And she looking like, "Is that your man?" Like, it was. We're not together anymore. But I'm gonna eat this meal. And then we gonna break up. The cheater is easy to spot. I think with this, the cheater normally hooks up with the lady who has low self-esteem. And so what happens, he has no intention of being faithful. She has no intention of letting him go because she don't want to be alone. She doesn't know that she's already alone because he's with somebody else. He may be in her bed, but in his head is another woman. He may even be sleeping with her and thinking about the woman he really want to be with. And that's the saddest indictment I think of them all. Um, is that the cheater in this scenario seems to have the power, but he doesn't. The lady always has the power because we train men how to treat us. If they get away with disrespecting you one time and you don't check them, they say, "Oh, okay, I can talk to her like this." Okay, yeah, I can talk to her like this because I'm gonna try it and see can I get away with it. You tried it with the right one, you're gonna end up with a case because I'm gonna black your eye. In love, in love, in love. We train our men how to treat us. So if we don't love ourselves, then we will allow them to disrespect us. And so the cheater looks for that woman who he can run over and treat any kind of way. He can come live with her and then go sleep with her and then be gone 2 weeks, get ghost for 2 weeks and come back. Yeah, him. I don't recommend staying with him. Even if, let's say, even if the cheater says, I love you and I want to get married, he is more than likely not going to change his behavior because he doesn't have to. And so what's going to end up happening is that you're going to be married and he's going to be still cheating. And now, so like this conversation we were having about the man who was a truck driver who had a wife and two baby mamas that he was still fooling with, still having babies with for years. And all the women were beefing with each other. And the man was Just looking at him. He didn't he wasn't telling the wife nothing. He wasn't telling the side piece. And they were all at each other. And he was enjoying them fighting over him. He's a cheater. Everybody in this situation know he's a cheater. That he's not gonna change. Why? Because he doesn't have to change. Sometimes though, as women, we have to put our foot down and say, I won't allow myself to be treated like this, even if that means I have to break up and I'm not in a relationship. Because sometimes self-worth is more important than being in a relationship. But only you can make that call for yourself. Counseling probably won't help him. If he's willing to go to counseling with you, I say yes, go. Maybe a licensed professional can help him see his behavior is destructive and walk him through steps on how to be a better person. Would Minister Yo stay? Absolutely not. But to each his own. That's my best shot on the cheater. We all have met him, haven't we? Either personally or from stories from our girlfriends. We all have met the cheater. Quite an interesting fella. So next week, we're going to talk about the mama's boy for week 3. I hope this helped you. If you liked it, like it, share, submit, subscribe. Check me out on Instagram at YB_ministries. You can also check out my products on www.yolandabethea.com. And you can check out my coaching YouTube channel at Coach Yolanda B. That was my best shot. I hope it helped you. Until next time, go in God.